everyone, my name is Tasha and today's video is going to be another book review. Today I'm going to be reviewing Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. There you can see it. So pretty! This is the spin-off novel series of the Grisha trilogy. So this series takes place in the Grisha universe, but with different characters and in a slightly different place. This book is about a group of six very different people, going on an seemingly impossible mission to rescue or to take away a scientist. So this drug that goes around called Param, something like that. When the Grisha take this drug, their powers are intensified, extremely, insanely intensified. It's quite dangerous. So this group of six people that is put together by CROWS Brecker, they're on a mission to get the scientist that created this drug. I fell in love with every character, within a few chapters. My favorite character is probably Ine. I love her so much. She's so badass. She's so amazing. I have so many emotions about her. Every character is so unique and special, and I love them so much. So bright right now. I also really loved the world building in this book. It's been over a year since I read the Grisha trilogy, so I'm not quite sure how the world building was in those books. I can't recall it, but I thought the world building in this was super amazing. It was so well done with the different countries and the different languages. All made sense to me, which I was really surprised about. Also, this map in the front of the book really helped to remember where everything was and how everything and where everything was happening. Another thing I loved about this book, not every character, but a lot of characters, we found out more about their backstories and their past, and I found that so interesting. I loved the backstories so much. They told you so much about the character and how they came to be who they are and what formed their personalities. I have to say, I enjoyed this one book a lot more, so much more than the Grisha trilogy. I loved the Grisha trilogy, don't get me wrong, I still love it, but this book, I love it so much and I have so many emotions about it. If you couldn't tell from what I've said so far, I gave this book a 5 out of 5 stars on Goodreads, and I cannot wait for the next book. I need it in my life. That was my spoiler-free review of this book. And if you haven't read this book, I would recommend you leave this video, read the book, and then come back, because I'm gonna talk about some more in-depth things of this book. Let's get to the good spoilery stuff. Okay, where do I start? I have no idea. This is gonna be a mess because I have not organized my thoughts. As I've mentioned before, I loved every character. This group of 6 people, I loved them so much, I cannot even begin to explain. Ine was my favorite character, and I just think she's so amazing. She's so badass. She is really good at what she does. She is also called the Wraith. I hope I pronounced that right. Wraith. She's basically a ninja. It feels like she can do almost anything. Oh my god, where do I even start? CROWS Brecker, also called Dirty Hands, is brilliant. Then there's the whole CROWS and Ine thing that Ine obviously has feelings for CROWS, and CROWS very obviously also has feelings for Ine, but then there's this problem that he can't really touch anyone without feeling repulsed and revulsion and that kind of thing, but he wants to be able to touch Ine, but he can't, and it's so heartbreaking. I just want them to be together, but CROWS is obviously trying so hard because he wants to be with Ine. He said, "I want you, Ine," but so hard for him. She doesn't know that he has this problem, that he can't really touch people, but I just wish she was a bit more understanding, or that Kaz would have told her about it, but I just want them to be happy. Let's move on to Nina and Matthias. Matthias? How? I don't know. So, Nina and Matthias, I thought they were super adorable. Obviously, they started off hating each other. Well, one-sided hate, but then that kind of turned around. At some point, they keep on hating each other, but they also love each other, and I think they're so adorable. And that one scene, they were like in some dangerous situation, and Nina saying, "I'm gonna kiss you unconscious when we get out of this," and I just thought that was so adorable. I love them so much. I think it's so beautiful that Matthias, with his background and his upcoming as a Fjorden, whatever, and that he realizes what he's been taught all his life about Grisha being monsters and demons and witches, and realizing that they're actually human beings, and trying to convince Nina not to kill all those people because they had the same upbringing and they just need to learn that Grisha are actually people and humans with feelings and not something evil. And I just thought that was so beautiful. Now on to probably my favorite ship of this book. Ine is my favorite character, and I love Cass and Ine, but my favorite ship of this book was probably Jesper and Wylan. Wylan? I'm gonna call him Wylan. Jesper is such a fantastic, sarcastic idiot. I love him so much. At first, there were like these moments with him and Wylan. I thought, okay, they're forming a really amazing friendship. Wylan is such a sweetheart. I love him so much. And the ending, when they're trading this kid to get their money, and it turns out that it was actually Wylan, and Wylan hears what his father had to say about him. That was so sad and so heartbreaking. And Jesper, when he stood up for him, saying maybe he can't read, but he's so smart and he can do this and he can do that and he's brilliant. Oh my god, I had so many feelings. So at first I thought there were like these moments, and I thought, okay, there's this really amazing friendship forming between Jesper and Wylan. Just loved their interactions and the dynamic they had with each other. Jesper is obviously this sarcastic shit, and the way he teases Wylan, I just love that so much. After a while I realized, okay, this might be a little bit more than just friendship, and I was like, so in for that. I am so ready for that. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my god, this was my favorite scene ever. Jesper and Wylan were talking with each other, discussing things, I'm not sure. And Wylan was saying what he likes. Music, numbers, equations. They're not like words. They don't get mixed up. Jesper said, if only you could talk to girls in equations. And Wylan being, just girls? Jesper, no, not just girls. I love them so much. I have so many emotions about them. Oh my god. And the ending had me in tears and in screams when Ine was taken away. Oh my god. I just have so many emotions about this, and I really hope Ine is alright. If anything happens to her, I'm going to be devastated and heartbroken. So, those were my very emotional thoughts on Six of Crows and the characters. Tell me down below if you've read this book. Tell me if you have similar feelings as I do, or different feelings and emotions. If you're also shipping the ships that I ship, or not. Or just tell me anything about your thoughts and feelings, and we can talk about it in the comments down below. That was my review for Six of Crows. I hope you enjoyed it. That was it for this video, and I will see you next time. Bye! Today I'm gonna be Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. Why do I not have my copy with me? What are words? I don't know. But then I'm getting too excited right now.